Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, these two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
From the 44, Wilson stepping up. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Mostert might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Mostert, and only able to muster muster a couple down to about the 27.
Again, the ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd and 9, Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Niners 6, Seahawks nothing.
That's the reason we bought for.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Watch the slats, watch the slats. Check
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
You got block me. You got block me. Check,
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check. What? 6 guard. Check, 6 guard.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Gold for the extra point.
Point after.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
For San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out. It got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete.
Philip Dorsett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Seahawks 8. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll buy some time right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a Seahawk. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yeah, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Mostert. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Yeah, that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
at
the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it's much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Their own 11-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
San Francisco.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Shot 56.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Kamara.
And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings up second.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Seahawks 16. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down at 4.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Jaron Reed on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Here's Mostert, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
30. Seahawks 16.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Tevin Coleman.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced it in.
It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Back on the scramble. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Check 13. Check 16. Check smash. Check smash.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Danny. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Check three. Watch safety green. Watch safety Griffin. Safety's Griffin.
They run it again with Kamara.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Wilson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's at the 50, the 30,
You know they pay
past
me
the
extra for
20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there, 99 yards, and the 49ers add on to their lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
That's complete to Dwelly as tight end.
And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When the